Hello Year 6, I'm sure by now you know that I'm Mr Lloyd and I'm the head teacher of Pedmore High School. We're looking forward to welcoming you on Thursday the 3rd of September, and we've got some key information that I'd like to share with you now. I want to introduce you to the head of Year 7 and the head of transition, but before I do that, I want to say a really big well done to all of you for all of the work you've done on the website with the transition materials, the activities and everything else, including the virtual tour that I know you've been looking at in the last few weeks. It's very much appreciated. We're really sorry you haven't been able to come in person, but hopefully everything on the website has given you as much information as you need. I'd now like to introduce you to Mr McGlade, who is head of Year 7, and to Mrs Brooks, who is assistant head teacher and in charge of transition from Year 6 into Year 7.
Hi, I'm Mr McGlade. I'm the head of Year 7 and transition, and what we want to do now is we want to cover some of the basic things that are going to help you to have the smoothest transition that you can when you start in September.
We've already found out from your Year 6 teachers all about you. We know that you might be budding artists, you want to get into the cricket nets, you want to get up on stage, you might want to do some very complex mathematical challenges. We know so much about you, but we also know that you want to make some friends and you're really looking forward to the hot lunches in the canteen.
We've done some research with different students in Year 6, and we've obviously got some frequently asked questions that we think you might want to know the answers to. So we're going to address some of them now.
So where do I need to go on the first day, sir?
Okay, so at the moment, obviously we plan for all students to come to the school at 8:30 on the 3rd of September, as Mr Lloyd has said, and come to the front of the school. Your parents can come and bring you to the front door, but obviously at that point they will have to remain outside because we only allow students into the building at that point.
Will I need my PE kit on the first day?
So PE, when you first arrive at the school, do not bring your PE kit. Some students do bring their PE kit and then realise they don't need it. So we don't want you bringing lots of equipment at one time. The most important thing is to bring yourself on the first day, and when you meet your tutor, you'll go through some of the activities that you will have and you will find out what equipment you need on certain days.
Will we get time to get to know our form teacher?
Yes, when you come in September, your first 2 days at least is going to be spent with your form tutor. So they will go through all of the routines and organisation for your time at Pedmore, and obviously depending on what the circumstances are with COVID, we will give you all the information you need to understand what it is that you're going to be doing and to make sure you get the best start in school.
So when will I find out who my tutor will be?
So at the moment we are planning on your form tutor to actually get in touch with all students that are coming up in September. They will have a conversation with you, and obviously if you've got any questions about anything that we've covered or anything that's on the school website, then you can ask your form tutor then. You will also meet the form tutors on the first day, and a full introduction to all staff will take place. What will happen if we get lost around school and are late to lessons if you are Year 7 students?
You don't need to worry. There will be staff and students around school. They've been through the experience, they will know what to do, and they will guide you and they will help you. You're going to be fine, and after a couple of weeks you'll get into a routine and then you won't be late.
Now I would like to look at some of the expectations that we have in school around Pedmore High School, and most of these are going to be pretty similar to what you do at your primary school, but we just want to clarify everything to make sure that when you come in September there aren't any issues with things like uniform, hairstyles. These are the kind of things that sometimes might be a bit of a sticking point for some students. I know that students want to get ear piercings and things like that. Please look very carefully at the expectations of the school in uniform. 1 clear stud in each ear maximum. If you have other piercings, do get them at the start of summer so you don't come in with piercings that can't come out in September. This is one of the things we do want to try and avoid. The second thing is make sure that you have all of the equipment that you need. Most importantly, pen, pencils, pencil case. You'll always need to have your homework planner with you, which will be issued to you by your form tutor. And thirdly, we know that you might want to have some haircuts in the summer, such as tramlines and very short haircuts. That's absolutely fine, but please make sure that when you come in September that your hair meets the expectations of the school.
At Pedmore High School you are going to have a fantastic varied curriculum, and that curriculum is going to look slightly different to primary school. You will still have your maths, English and your science. However, you will have other subjects, drama, music, all the practical activities. We will spend a lot more time with you. Geography, orienteering, going outside, exploring, lots of enterprise, lots of team building. You're going to really love it.
So, Miss Brooks, would you like to talk about lunchtimes?
Yeah, it's one of those subjects that I know a lot of you want to know about. So we have a huge canteen and we have a fabulous choice of food. You can bring your own packed lunches in, that's fine. You can sit in the picnic area, but we've got pasta bar, we've got wraps, sandwiches and jacket potatoes. We've got a variety of hot meals. The students here absolutely love it. Portions are great as well. So I hope you're going to be looking forward to that.
So now I'm going to talk about the rewards that we have at Pedmore. First of all, we've got house points for good work, which your teachers will assign to you in each lesson, and you accumulate these awards. This year, people who got a high number of house points and awards and good attendance were all put into a draw. And actually, just this week, we had a student win a mountain bike as the first prize, another student won £10 Amazon gift voucher, and the third student drawn got a third prize of a £5 Amazon voucher. We also have postcards which we send home to recognise good work, and obviously that's a keepsake of the work that you produce throughout the year, and really good to keep in a folder to show how good you are performing in school. And we also have head teacher commendations where Mr. Lloyd will be asked to recognise some of the work that you do, and he himself takes a great interest in what students are doing and will also want to get involved with letting you know how proud he is of you being a great Pedmore student. Finally, we do assemblies regularly and recognise how well students are doing, because we think it's really important to value the positive contribution that students make to the school and to the local community. A lot of parents and students ask about extracurricular opportunities at school. At Pedmore, we are very proud of the amount of extracurricular opportunities that we provide to students. As well as being a head of Year 7, I am also the head of PE, and within PE and sport we have a lot of competitive activities and activities that we run to allow students to engage in physical activity and sport around school. There are lunchtime clubs in things like table tennis, trampoline, and after clubs in things like swimming, football, rugby, netball, rounders, athletics, a whole range of things. Now obviously that's where I have a bit of expertise, but in addition to that we also have a vast array of clubs in other subjects. So, for example, in English, we have a lot of English writing and reading activities that take place in extracurricular. We have maths games and clubs. Miss Brooks is the head of maths as well. We also have a lot of visits and trips that we do. So, for example, last year we were planning to do a trip to the USA for skiing. We have got trips that have gone to PGL. We have a trip that was going to go to Iceland, except for COVID. But we do have lots of opportunities. And as well as going abroad, there are lots of local UK things that we do, geography field trips, history visits, castles and things like that. So you and all the students at the school will get a vast amount of opportunities to progress further outside the classroom.
Both Mr. McGlade and myself have been working quite hard meeting your Year 6 teachers, and we've learned a lot about you. And one of the things that's really been very obvious to us is that we've got leaders in this year group. And there are going to be opportunities at Pedmore High School for you. There is a student leadership pathway, we have peer mediators, we've got an eco-council representatives, we've got apprenticeship librarians, we've also got very successful debate teams, obviously through the sports competitions and sports leaders, and we've got enterprise opportunities. We really think that you're going to enjoy it. So, what's next? Mr. Lloyd has already said that your first day is on Thursday, the 3rd of September, and you need to arrive in school in the front reception at 8:30 in the morning. You need to be in your full uniform, so look really smart, okay, with your bag. Make sure you've packed it the night before, just your basic equipment at the moment, and if you've got a little notebook, that's always good, so you can jot down some information, because you're going to be given quite a lot on that first day.
Also, do keep an eye on the school website in case things do change and advice change from government, so that we can make sure that you keep on top of any changes to those expectations. Finally from us, we know that the biggest thing that's going to be on your mind about starting in September is nervousness, fear and trepidation about starting somewhere new. Let me reassure you as the head of Year 7 that you have got an absolutely great tutor team, an absolutely great bunch of teachers at this school, and a fantastic group of students that come to Pedmore High School. You're going to be part of a fantastic community that supports each other and looks after each other. When you come on your first day, you will be, whether you're from a school of a number of students or whether you're from a school on your own and you feel like you're coming here on your own, you will make friends straight away. That is one of the main things we want you to do, to be happy and to be secure at this school. As head of Year 7, by October half term, if you still have nerves and are still worried about something, come and see me, but I'm pretty sure every year I've said this, I've not had anybody come to my door, and every student does end up being very happy here.